Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Let's see what he can do with the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will go to work first. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Thomas looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup because this environment is hostile.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Wolverines offense will get the ball for the first time. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man. Spins away. There he goes. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, looking for a man. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Got the back over the middle. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver, continuing to come back to his QB.
Drag and they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. This is a designed run. And he runs in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
It's just so nice to have a signal partner who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Thomas back to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air on first down. Flips it out in the flat. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make...
Turning it on! He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Moving away from pressure. On a little time, lets it go. Tosses it incomplete.
Oof, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion. But every incompletion even looks good because he's so exciting to watch.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fires downfield. Intercepted deep in his own end. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Thomas looking to fire. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the 2nd one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Thomas back to pass. Oh, they're after him! And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win 1st and 2nd down, bring their dime personnel on the field 3rd and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. To the air on 2nd down. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the 1st half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Knocked down at the 22. That's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. Give him 6. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Pittsburgh. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now facing facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. He's got his man, makes the grab. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Thomas looking to fire. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
Punt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking. That second half in Ann Arbor.
And the Hoosiers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Sharp. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up.
some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Thomas back to pass. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Hoosiers are flying down the field. Off play action on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D line.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. So here comes the Michigan offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Going to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The pressure is really on to put together a drive here, already down 21-zip. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Thomas looking to fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Wants to adjust the pattern. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got him this time. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Army is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Blanchard and Davis and Dawkins among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Air Force. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. End off from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Thomas back to pass. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll send the back in motion. Give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And they pick. Extra point kicker knocked it right down the middle. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is... recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And his first pass is incomplete. This offense has been suffocated by a sea of maize and blue, reminiscent of what the national champion Wolverine D did in '97, holding their opponents to single digits.
And it's at every level. I mean, just a great job being physical up front, locking down in the secondary. Michigan defenses are always on point. They don't give up silly, stupid plays. They just don't do that.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Slips through the line. Oh, the sweet feet. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He'll work his way down to the 28.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start. And this guy, the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give on the option. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll run the screen. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Gets the back moving. Sticks it in his belly. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on second down for this offense. Snap it to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Second down coming up. They'll go with a direct snap. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Line is set on third down.
Okay, ready?
Quarterback making checks. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete to the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Bring in the heat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Direct snap. Creates a little space. Got enough for the first down. There he goes!
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many?